This conference will now be recorded.
And our today's topic is nested if statement in Python. So, what is nested if statement? Already simply you know. If else you know, if else you know. What is a nested if statement? If statement contains another if statement. If statement, it contains another if statement. Contains another if statement. That is called as a nested if statement. It is called a nested if statement. Nested if statement. That means that is a if statement within another if statement. If within another if statement. That is if within another if statement. Another if statement. That is a nested if. Okay, what is the nested if statement? The syntax of the nested if statement is if condition. This is a general simple if statement. Statement 1. This is a simple if statement. So it is a simple if statement. If condition statement 1. This condition returns true, this statement will be executed. It is a simple if statement. For example, if we are using the if else statement, if else and statement 2, it is called as the if else statement. If else. Now here, if condition returns true, then execute this statement. Otherwise, then execute this statement. Condition returns true, then execute statement 1. Otherwise, then execute the statement 2. This is the normal if else statement. Now here we are using the nested if statement. So what is the nested if statement? If within another if statement. This is if in if statement within another if statement, and we are providing another if statement, another if condition, and we are using this in the statement 1, and we are using L or L if any number of statements, and the statement 2, and this is called as a statement 3. A if statement within another if statement. This is a total if statement. This is a total if statement. So the total if statement is called as a outer if statement. Outer if statement. This is a outer if statement. Simply indirectly it is called as a outer ring road. Outer if statement. Clear. And within another if statement. If statement contains another if statement within another one. This another if statement is called as a inner if statement. Inner if statement. The outer statement. The final this loop. This statement, the final outside if statement, it contains the if else, if elif, only simple if elif number of executable statement. So this is called as a outer if statement. Only the inner if, the inside another if. This inside if is called as a inner if statement. Okay, here first execute. Here first check this condition. For example, assume that this is called a condition 1, and this is called as a condition 2. This is a condition 1, and this is condition 2. First of all, check this condition. First check this condition. This condition returns true. This condition returns either true value or false value. This condition returns either true value or false value. If it returns true, then enter into this block. Then enter into this block. Again, check this condition. This condition returns either true or false. Again, check the second condition. This condition returns true. Statement 1 will be executed. Statement 2 is not executed, and the statement 3 automatically is not executed. Now, second condition returns true. If the second condition returns false, not true, the second condition returns false, then 1 is not executed, the statement 2 is executed. Okay. For example, assume that if the first condition returns false, not true. The first condition, very first time, the first condition returns this condition returns false. False. This is not executed, automatically execute the else block. Clear or not? This condition, the condition 1 returns false. Okay, this is not executed. This statement is the inner if not executed, then execute only the else part of the outer if. If this condition returns true, if this condition returns true, not false, but this condition returns the true, then go to the check the second condition. And it returns either based on the true or false. It returns true, execute this one. It returns false, so execute this statement. It is called as a if statement, another if statement. This is the nested if statement. Clear, guys? Nested if statement. Now, one simple example program by you. Here, what are the if statements? Are here. First one, okay. What happens? First to test the condition 1. If the condition 1 returns true. The condition 1 returns true, and the condition 1 returns true, and condition 2 returns true. The condition 2 also returns true. Then what happens? Condition 1 true and condition 2. Both the conditions are true. 1 true and 2 also true. Then okay, statement 1 will be executed. Statement 1 will be executed. 1 is executed. Why? Because one condition true and the second condition also true. And if the condition 1 returns true, 1 returns true, and condition 2 returns false. Condition 2 returns false. And then what happens? Then statement 2 will be executed. Why? Because 2 is returns false. 1 is true, okay, but the 2 is returns false. If the condition 1 returns false, then what happens? Statement 3 will be executed. 1 is first time false, then the statement 3 will be executed. It is called as a simple, okay, nested if statement. Outer if and inner if. Now I execute the one simple program using, for example, to find the biggest of two numbers. To find the biggest of two numbers. Okay, sir. To find the biggest of two numbers. Generally, it is known as a equal to input of enter first number. Okay, sir. Clear. This is the value reading from the keyboard. B equal to input of enter second number, reading from the keyboard the second number also. Okay. If A is greater than B, biggest of two numbers. If A is greater than B, print first number is biggest. First number is biggest. Okay, clear. And else colon and the print of second number is biggest. Okay, this is the biggest of two numbers program. Okay, not the if nested if, only for one simple if else statement it is using. If else only, biggest of two number. Okay, now this condition true, execute this part, otherwise execute this part, run the program. Here, first number is 5, second number is 9. Okay, second number is the biggest. Okay, sir, happily the second number is the biggest. Okay, clear. Now here, for example, enter the first number, second time running. First number is 12, second number is 9. The first number is the biggest. Okay. For example, in this program, if the case is enter the first number is 12, second number also 12. Then what happens? First number is 12, same, both the values are same. First number is 12 and the second number is 12. First number 12 and second number also 12. 12 greater than 12. Then what happens? 12 greater than 12. This condition returns a false statement. This condition returns the false value. False. Then execute automatically this statement. Second number is the biggest. Is it true or false? No. The second number is not the biggest. Both the values are same. That's why in this type of cases we are using the nested if statement. If within another if A is greater than or equal to B colon, A is greater than or equal to B colon, A is biggest. A is greater than or equal to B. A is greater than or equal to B using okay. A greater than B, A is the biggest. Else we are using the else print of both are same but not the biggest value. But not the biggest value, smallest value. Both are same. This is the condition. As per the syntax, please observe this one. This is the condition. If condition 1, again if condition 2, statement 1, else statement 2, else statement 3. Similarly, find the biggest of two numbers program only. If A greater than or equal to B, A greater than B, find the biggest number. Okay, condition false at else, biggest both are same. That's the value. So in this condition, for example, assume that A value 10 and the B value also 10. Okay, here 10 is greater than or equal to 10. 10 is greater than or equal to 10. This condition returns true. Okay. Now enter into the inside if. Now enter into the inner if statement. So in inner if statement, 10 is greater than 10. A value 10 and the B value also 10. 10 is greater than 10. This condition returns false. Then execute the corresponding else block. Here the corresponding else block is both are same. Clear or not? Any doubt up here? Both the same value. This is called as a nested if statement. Clear? Run this module. Enter the first number and second number. Enter the first number 10 and the second number is 10. Both are same values. This is biggest is not correct. Both are the same. Both are the same value. This is called as a biggest of two numbers. To find the biggest value using, or if we enter the value by using A is the smallest value, the value 12, and B value is 5, first number is biggest. For example, assume that Sunday another time, first number is 8, second number is 90, the second number is the biggest. If both are same, execute this statement. Clear? This is called as a nested if statement. Okay, finish all the if statements. If and nested if statement. Write the simple example programs by using to demonstrating the if nested if simple programs using if else and using if elif statement, using if elif, using elif else blocks and the nested if statement. Okay, next topic is simple programs. Now the one program is the first program is simple program is write a program to find the given number is okay, the given number is even number or odd number. This is the program using the if statement to find the given number is even number or odd number. So what is the even number, sir? The given number is n. This number is divided by 2. Okay, the remainder value is 0. It is a even number. This number is the number is divided by 2. The given number is divided by 2. The remainder value equal to 0. Then automatically the given number is a even number. Now how to find the remainder values are by using the percentile symbol. By using not the plus symbol, minus symbol, multiplication symbol, division symbol, double slash symbol. Here by using the percentile symbol, this symbol returns the remainder value. This symbol returns the only for remainder value. Here the program is enter the n value. N equal to input of enter any number. Enter the any number. Okay, clear. Now here the number is our number is n value. If n value divided by 2, remainder value equal to 0. Then what is the remainder value? It's the percentile symbol divided by 2. N value is divided by 2. This is the condition. Okay, clear, sir. N value divided by 2. If the remainder value equal to 0, then print given number is even number. Okay, clear. No problem. Right? And the next one is given number is even number. Okay. Else colon print of given number is print of given number is odd number. Given number is odd number. Clear? This is an example program. Here, for example, assume that this is the n value. The n value equal to, for example, 8. Assume that the n value equal to 8. In the next statement, n value is divided by 2. What is the n value? 8 is divided by 2. 2 4 is 8, and the remainder value equal to 0. Here it is the remainder value. This statement returns 0. 0 equal to 0 equal to 0, and the value was 0. 0 equal to 0. This condition returns true. Then execute this block. The block is given number is even number. Okay. And for example, assume that, for example, if the n value equal to, for example, 15. The n value equal to, for example, 15. This is the first step. And the second, n divided by 2. N value means 15. They are divided by 2. 2 7 is 14, and the remainder value equal to 1. Here 1 returns this entire this operation returns 1 value equal to 0. 1 equal to 0 means that is false. 1 equal to 0 means this statement returns the false value. Then automatically execute this block. Your given number is odd number, or your number is even number. Okay, check this one. Run the program. Run this program. Okay. For example, assume that enter any number. The number is, for example, 8. Given number is odd number, even number. And for example, enter one more time. For example, enter the any number. The given number equal to, for example, 15 or 16 or 17, any number. The given number equal to 15. Or same as your number. Your entered. So entered number is given number. Your entered number is odd number. Clear, guys? And run this program. For example, your entered number is 19. The value equal to 19. Your entered number is odd number. This is simple program to find the given number is even number or odd number. One more program, for example, to find the given year is leap year or not. Like a program to find the given year is leap year or not. So what is leap year, sir? Leap year means the year is divided by 4, the remainder equal to 0. This is a leap year, otherwise not leap year. That means year equal to integer type year, input of enter any year value. Enter any year value. Okay, clear. If year percentile 4 equal to 0, there are number of conditions are available, but you can take only one condition, that is equal to percentile equal to, right? Okay, your entered year is leap year. Your entered is leap year. Okay, and else colon int of your entered year is not a leap year. Not a leap year. This is a program. Clear? Run this concept. Now, your entire leap year, enter year. For example, 2019 or 1019, both are 2019. Your entire year is not leap year. Your entire year is not a leap year. Because this number is divided by 4, 2019 is divided by 4. Okay, the remainder equal to not a 0, the remainder equal to 3. Okay, remainder equal to 3. That's why the given number is a odd number. Okay, not leap year. For example, you will enter the number equal to, you will enter year equal to, for example, 2020. Number is divided by 4. That's why the given number is a leap year. Clear? Okay, the program is leap year or not. Right. The next program is, the next programs are by using the if else statement, using if else or using if elif statement, no problem. For example, write a program to find the biggest of three numbers. To find the biggest of 3 or the biggest of 4 numbers. Anyone. Only 3 numbers, only 4 numbers. Biggest of 4 numbers. For example, assume that one number is A. Okay. One for B, one for C, another for D. Or X, Y, Z, Mn. So Mn, P, Q, any one value. To find the biggest value. Biggest value means check the condition A to B, A to C, and A to D. This is D. Not C. This is D. And second one, B to C and B to D. Okay. And the last one, compare the C to D. Automatically, finally, D is the biggest value. Now the first enter the A value. Enter the value of A. Here A equal to input of enter first number, or N1, N2, any number. Okay. Enter the first number. B equal to input of enter second number. Enter the second number. Okay. C equal to input of enter third number. Okay. And D equal to input of enter fourth number. Enter the fourth number. Okay, clear. Now, if A value greater than B, A value greater than C, A value greater than D. Now here, print of first number is biggest. First number is biggest number. Okay. Now here, this is one condition, this is another condition, this is another condition. All these conditions are joined by using the AND symbol, by using AND operator. And one more condition, elif. Okay, elif B greater than C and B greater than D, using your print of second number. Second number is biggest number. Okay. Elif C greater than D, print of third number is biggest number. Okay. Finally else biggest fourth number is biggest number. This is called as using the biggest value, by using to find the biggest value. So 5, 6, and more is the next to the number. Present only for 4 numbers biggest value. Find the biggest of 4 numbers. Now we are enter the first number 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. Fourth number is the biggest number. You are entering the 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, check another next time, another condition. Okay, 1, 2, 33, 7. third number is the biggest. Out of all these four numbers, third number is the biggest number. Okay, next one is, for example, 3, 89, 2, 6. Second number is the biggest number. Here the second number is the biggest number. Okay, for example, enter another value. Okay, 99, 2, 3, 4. First number is the biggest number. Now find the biggest of four numbers. Here you are using the statement is which statement? If, elif, else statement. This program we are using if, elif, else statement, not the nested if statement. Not nested if statement, not simple if statement, not simple if else statement. We are using if, elif, and else statements to find the biggest of four numbers. Clear, guys? Up clear all of you? And the next one is to find the, for example, assume that to find the student's information. Write a program. Okay, write a program to find the student result. Simple question. To find the student result. First of all, enter the student hall ticket number. Okay. Name, enter. M1 enter. M2 enter. M3 enter. Sir, what is M1? What is M2? What is M3? M1 means first number. First subject marks. M2 means second subject marks. M3 means third subject marks. This is complete student data. So that's why we are using the subjects only. M1 equal to int of input of enter first subject marks. Enter first subject marks. Okay. And the same as second subject also equal to int of input of enter second subject marks. These are the marks. Okay. And enter the third subject marks. Okay, to only input data is only for three subjects marks. Enter the third subject marks. Or some name of the subject also. Enter the maths marks, enter the physics marks, enter the chemistry marks. Here we enter that is the input type. Enter hall ticket number. Enter hall ticket number. Why? Because hall ticket number it contains the digits and characters also. That's why hall ticket number is a string type. Input of enter name of the student. Okay, clear. Enter name of the student. Now enter these values. After entering the values, find the result. So how to find the results are by using the total marks. Total equal to M1 plus M2 plus M3. Okay. Average equal to total marks by 3. Now here to find the result. Result means you are passing the first class or second class or third class. And the distinction and the percentage and the grade. First grade or second grade or third grade. A1, A2 or A3, so and so values. Or B grade or C grade and third grade. Now here you are using if the M1 marks, okay, is greater than or equal to 35 and M2 marks is greater than or equal to 35 and M3 marks and M3 third subject marks is greater than or equal to 35, then result equal to pass. That is very important. Result equal to pass. Else result equal to fail. Result equal to fail and grade equal to, that is a fail means F grade. Fail it automatically F grade. The result equal to fail automatically it is a F grade. And clear? This is the result first one. Then to print the values of the print. Okay. Total marks equal to comma total. Okay. And print off and here average marks equal to comma avg and the print of result final result equal to comma result and the print of grade of the student grade equal to which grade you are passing. Pass is here the F grade. For example, you want to pass the grade. If the result equal to pass, then what happens? Then what happens? For example, the result equal to grade. If the average marks is greater than or equal to 70, your grade equal to A plus grade. Okay, assume that only. Elif, here using the elif, average marks greater than or equal to 60 and average marks less than 70. Next grade equal to A grade. It's not a grade, A grade. Again, elif, average is greater than or equal to 50 and average is less than 60. Your grade equal to grade equal to B grade. B grade. Okay, guys. And finally, L if average is greater than or equal to 35 and average is less than 50. These are the conditions. Grade equal to C grade. C grade. These are the passing types, different. But here, this else black belongs to this if statement only. You have to follow the indentation. Clear? This else black belongs to this one, but not this statement. This is wrong. This is the right. Clear, guys? Now let's check the condition. Okay. Run the values. For example, enter hall ticket number. Okay, 19 our hall ticket number. Name is, for example, KCR. First subject mark 77, 88, and 99. Okay, final result equal to pass. The grade equal to A plus grade. Okay, that is the result, final result of the particular student. Is clear or not, all of you? Clear? Any doubt, Amma?
Clear, sir.
Right, thank you. This is called finally to find the grade of the student. And one more same type, one more same program, another program is to find the write a program, another program, write a program to find the electricity bill. Here the result bill. Here to find the electricity. Okay, electricity bill. Electricity bill to find the electricity bill. How to find the electricity bill? In student example, you read the hall ticket number. Here to read the meter number. Okay. Customer name. Okay. And next one is the old reading. And you are find the old reading. And you are read the new reading. And find the number of units and amount. Number of units and amount using the following conditions. It is the following conditions. Sir, what are the conditions? Using the following conditions. These are the reading the values. All these values are read. All these values are read from the keyboard. These values are using for the finding to find the number of units and amount. Number of units minus new reading minus old reading, and share the amount using the following conditions. How to find the amount using the following conditions. For example, units value and rate per unit. And for example, this is the unit value and this is the rate per unit. Okay, less than or equal to 100. Okay, the unit cost is, for example, assume that 75 paisa. Assume that, for example, 75 paisa. Okay, is greater than 100 and less than or equal to 200. The unit cost is 1 rupee 25 paisa. Each unit cost is equal to 1 rupee 25 paisa. 1 rupee 25 paisa. Okay, and for example, okay, clear. For example, is greater than 200 and less than or equal to 300. Each unit cost is 2 rupees 50 paisa. Greater than 300. Okay, each unit cost is, for example, assume that 3 rupees. This is the final unit rates. Okay, check this program as per the unit rates. Write the program by using based on these conditions. Okay, based on these conditions, we can write the program. First enter the meter number. Okay, enter the meter number MTNO or service number. That is equal to input of enter meter number. Okay, and meter number. Clear. Now the customer name equal to input. Customer name is a string type. Enter customer name. Okay, clear. The value and bold reading bold reading equal to and the integer type input of enter bold reading. Okay, clear. The next one same as the NRE equal to input of enter new reading. Enter new reading. Okay. Here to check the condition. Units equal to NRE minus ORE. That is the clear. This is only for the order to find the number of units. And after find the number of units, based on these conditions, find the amount. Each unit amount equal to 0.57 paisa. And above 100, less than 200, 1.25, greater than 200, less than or equal to 300, 2.0, 2.50, greater than 300, 3 rupees for each unit. Again, for example, here to find if units value is less than or equal to 100, here the amount equal to AMT, amount variable name equal to AMT equal to units into the each unit cost is 0.75 paisa. That is the first one. elif units value is greater than 100. These are the conditions. Unit value is greater than 100 and units value is less than or equal to 200 colon, and the amount value equal to units into, based on this condition, the amount value equal to 1 to 2.5. Elif units value greater than 200, here greater than 200, and units value less than or equal to 300. Okay, amount equal to units into greater than 200 and less than or equal to 300. The each unit cost is 2 rupees 50 paisa. That is equal to 2 rupees 50 paisa. Elif. Here you are using the elif, sorry, not elif. Elif statement. Here. Again the else part. Finally. Again you are just taking else also, no problem. Units value greater than 300. Greater than 300 and amount value equal to units into 3 rupees for each cost. Units into 3 rupees based on any one condition. Clear guys up here? And after completing bill, electrical bill is print of electrical bill. Okay. Example print of value. Okay. Print of. Okay. Finally, print of total units equal to comma units. Print of net payable amount equal to print of net payable amount equal to comma AMT amount. And after completing the final bill value. Clear? Only for this, only for output, general output. And here enter meter number 1201. Customer name Cosmic Technologies. Cosmic Technologies. Okay, right. And the old reading 450 units. New reading 900 units. For example, assume that new reading is only for 500 units. Why? Because this is completely lockdown period. So the total number of units is only for 50 units. Okay, here the electricity bill. Here the electricity bill is the output statement. The electricity bill is okay. Total units 50. Total units 50, and the net payable amount equal to 37 rupees 50 paisa only, because the units into only 0.7 paisa. The value equal 50 into 0.75 NP only. The output equal 37.50 only. Clear guys up there? Okay. This is completely, we want to more effectively slash t slash t value, and we are using the slash t and slash t and slash t and slash t. On tab space only we require tab t and slash t. The tab and a tab into the output in neat format slash t. Now run this program by using okay. Enter the meter number is so and so, and Cosmic Tech. Cosmic Tech is a customer name. Old reading is, for example, 900. New reading equal to 1200. To find the value, this is the electricity bill. The electricity bill equal to electrical bill is so and so. Total units 300. Net payable amount equal to 750.00. This is the value. Okay, guys, up to here clear? Now